Shalom, my little friends. I'm not really sure if this is going to work out or not, but we're just going to test it out here. I'm going to show y'all a picture. Maybe. There it is. Well, that's a picture of me as well, but you see that Jewish star that's in there? That Jewish star right there is... Share. Well, I don't know how to do that. Apparently, I don't know what I'm doing. There's the Jewish star on the back of the head. I just took another picture of me. That's not what I want. I want photos. No, I'm wanting my photos. Well, I know how to do this. We're just fixing to go in here to photos. And I'm going to show you a photo of the Hindu religion. Not now, you little punk. Taking so long. Screenshots. So this picture I'm going to show y'all is actually, see that? There's a Jewish star on the back of that guy's head. And then see that? There's another guy and he's got a Jewish star on the back of his head. Now this is in India and they are worshiping a Hindu false god. He sits on a white horse, this Hindu false god, and it starts with an M. I just can't remember the dude's name, the false god's name. But why are Hindus dancing around in a circle with a Jewish star on the back of their head? If the Kabbalah doesn't have anything to do with the Hindu religion, then they shouldn't be walking around with the Jewish star on the back of their head. Seriously, this is straight up from the Hindu religion. I mean, straight up. Look at what they're doing. How can we deny that the Kabbalists and the Hindus are working together with the same ancient technology? You know, when we see stuff like this, Hindu religion, Hindu guys with a Jewish star that they have drew on the back of their head. That one and that one right there. I mean, seriously. And the Jewish star is just a triangle up and a triangle down put together. And if you look at alchemy, that's what alchemy, does. They got their little triangles and they do they're putting them together and stuff. I don't know how they do all that stuff. I just know that it has so much to do with alchemy. Alchemy is the Kabbalah. Alchemy is from the Kabbalah. And the Hindu religion is the Kabbalist religion. I mean, it's all the same exact stuff. That there are no coincidences. They're all working together for the same exact agenda, plan. They're worshiping these false gods. And they might be using different names, but it's the same false god. It doesn't matter, we say Yeshua and Jesus, it's the same thing. Yahusha, Yeshua, Jesus. So when they're over here worshiping a false god of Shiva, it could be a false god. It is a false god that the Jews, the Kabbalists, worship. A specific one. I don't know which one Shiva is of the Jews. It's very possible that Shiva is Michael. This Metatron in the Jews' religion. I don't know. I just know that there are no coincidences and they're working together. And when we see stuff like this, we know it. We know that they're working together. There are no coincidences. Just get that through your head. There are no coincidences. And they now it is hard to find people that are not believing that all these religions are all worshiping the God that we worship. It's really hard to find folks. I had somebody come in our house last night talking about they would love to go to Baton Rouge or to Louisiana and meet these voodoo people. They would just like to shake hands with a person that does voodoo. And then 5 minutes after that, she started talking about how she believes that she was in her past life was in the 60s, and she also believes that she was during the time of Queen Elizabeth's reign as well. Oh, it was just, I listened to this person, a friend of ours, speaking to us about this stuff in our house, and I let her finish, and then I was like, so you believe in reincarnation? She's like, you don't? She said, Ashley, you dropped straight out of the 60s. And I was like, no, I was born in 1986, thank you. I was born for the appointed time that I was born in. I don't have any past life. I don't want to have a past life. Well, Ashley, I know for sure that Queen Elizabeth was a great queen because I can say that she ruled greatly because I lived in that time. And I was like, well, a woman ruler, oh my goodness, I would never want a woman ruler. And my friend didn't like what I had to say on that, but she listened. I mean, if I listened to her, she was listening to mine. And I explained to her that women shouldn't rule just for the simple fact of women. Well, she was like, women get the job done, if something has to be done, we do what we got to do to get it done. And I was like, exactly. I was like, that's one of the main problems, is women will do anything to get what job they have to get done. I was like, and that's not the way to be. We're not to be doing anything to be getting the job done. I was like, because sometimes that brings deception in. I said more times than once, and women seem to have this problem. And I was like, and the scorn of a woman is way worse than the scorn of a man. I was like, so if a woman ruler is a ruler, I was like, if she gets angry at one thing, she could stay angry for a year and decide to open 5 prisons and put everybody in it that looks at her the wrong way, and that's the way a woman would rule. Seriously. Women, this sacred feminist agenda is real, It is a real thing. I'm watching my friend who's going right along with this agenda, and her husband, who is my weirdo's best friend. They were in bands together, and really cool. He's just gotten quiet. He doesn't speak much anymore, and especially when she's around. And it's not that she's making him or anything. It's just that he's just so quiet. I'm just noticing this is happening a lot. Men are starting to just not say a word at all, and just letting the women just go on and on and on and on and on about anything they want to speak about. And the man's not speaking. They're just letting the woman just ramble. Well, that's a spirit too. That's a babbling spirit when you continue to allow that to happen. And that's pretty much all it is rambling. If you don't have somebody you're talking to verbally, and you're not allowing them to give their opinion because you just want to talk, that's rambling. That's babbling. That's a spirit. But I'm noticing this is happening in a lot of homes. It's not just this home that I'm speaking about. It's a lot of homes. Women are just overpowering, and this is not the way it's supposed to be. The man's not supposed to be ruler over the woman in a manner that is disrespectful. The man's not supposed to be ruling the woman, period. they're supposed to be, trying to equal this stuff out and discuss things. Everybody's got an opinion. The man's got the opinion. The woman's got the opinion. But be able to work this stuff out, not just the man speaking or the woman speaking, and it's no one, able. The other one ain't allowed to get words in or speak at all. It's a heavy agenda that's going on. Us ladies, us wives, us women, we need to recognize that we have a husband who is intelligent, who will and can and has been given the ability from our Father to take care of us as the woman, as the lady, and if we don't give them a chance to take care of us, and we just decide we're going to do everything on our own and we don't need any help, then we're totally breaking up the order of the home. I mean, that's just all there is to it. One, I was just doing this to see if this worked, this whole live stream little thing or whatever this has got going on, and two, I really wanted to show y'all this picture. I've been wanting to show this for a long time, to show you that the Hindu religion is using the Jewish star. I was just stunned, blown away at the fact of what I've seen on the back of these guys' heads is the Jewish star. And this was a festival that was like a year or two ago that they were doing this, so I know they're still using this Jewish star in the Hindu religion. It's very interesting, very interesting. And once again, we have our proof. We have a blessed day in the name of Yahusha, and thanks for listening. How do you make this thing stop? Oh, I know how to make it stop.